What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. A couple months ago, for October and November, I did a haul video, and I had quite a bit of fun doing it because I've been getting back into the whole Blu-ray collecting ordeal. And so we're gonna do another one for December and January. You guys also seem to enjoy it. That's important to me, and so we're gonna do it again. I think I actually have more than last month, and I might just keep doing these if I think they're warranted by the amount that I have for those 2 months. Also, these are weirdly in alphabetical order, besides one, which I actually forgot to grab. Funny enough, I actually already recorded this video once, and I'm re-recording it now because literally like a day or two afterwards, I got more Blu-rays, and it wasn't the end of January yet. It still isn't, but I don't think I'm doing any more for the next like 2 days, so we are good. Let's just start this, shall we? The first one is X. It's a Blu-ray. This was on sale on Amazon for like $8. I'm not gonna pick that up. It's a great deal for a pretty good movie. I saw it for the first time for my horror movie reviews in October because I was a little late on it. I wasn't fully sold all the way. I was actually more sold on Pearl than I was X, but I have to give this one a rewatch, and maybe it will be better on a rewatch. And I believe that's true. I think it has rewatchability because there's nothing repulsing me from rewatching it again. The Usual Suspects I picked up. A lot of these came from For Your Entertainment, FYE. I love FYE. Go support your local FYE if you got one. This was one of those pickups for me. I've always liked this movie. I just rewatched it when I got the Blu-ray. Check out my letterbox, Axel0717 on letterbox. Check it out. Support your boy. Um, yeah, no, I really liked this movie. The first maybe half isn't as good as the second half. The second half is sorry, I forgot that I actually have this. The second half is excellency. The first half is a little slow, takes a little bit to getting used to, and then of course the twist, which I definitely will not spoil, is beautifully done and probably the best way that they have done this twist to date. So go watch The Usual Suspects. Big one I actually haven't opened it yet. There's a few of these I haven't opened actually. The Substance. It's finally out on Blu-ray. I love this thing. I rewatched it after my top movies of the year, and it made it into the top 10, almost into the top 5, because that third rewatch for me really sold it, which probably sounds repetitive, but on a third rewatch, I just noticed, and I watched it with a bigger group of people, and I just noticed that I just loved it that much more. It's a deeply original film with a topic that I think, and a message that I think excels in this sort of wild and crazy and gory way. And I'm so happy that this movie and horror adjacently is getting the love at the Oscars that I think it deserves. And so I had to pick this one up. Skyfall, I owned the DVD for this movie for the longest time, and this is a childhood favorite of mine, interestingly. I believe it came out in 2012. I was 5. We rented it on Redbox, and we watched it as a family when I was 5 or 6, and I haven't forgot that day since. This is my personal favorite of the Craig trilogy, and potentially my favorite of any James Bond film, which probably is an interesting statement to make. I just find this film to be that excellent. I am dying to rewatch it as we speak. So I had to pick it up on Blu-ray, and it was like $4. So sue me. Next one, I'm really happy to have this one. I found it at a Walmart a little bit outside of my area, and I knew I had to pick it up. The Oppenheimer 4K Steelbook. Already owned it on 4K. Sold this. Now I own Oppenheimer twice on 4K. It's fine, and I don't care. This movie's fantastic. I'm working on the best of the decade so far video. Yeah, no, this is definitely on it. You guys probably all know that by now. It probably sounds generic at this point to show love for this movie. Again, I don't care. I just think it's that excellent. And to own like the steelbook for it is almost like a proud moment in collecting for me. Two more steelbooks actually. This one's kind of funny. You're gonna judge me for it, okay? Um, Joti Folia do, uh, on 4K steelbook. Yeah, I bought this. Okay, I did. I have found a strange, almost love for this movie. Not in the way that they probably fully intended, but I just love showing this movie to people and just seeing them absolutely lose their minds at like their uncertainty of what they're actually watching. Like I did originally when I saw it. Um yeah, not much to say about this. I think it's a little underrated. A tad. It's not a good movie by any means. I would say it's okay, maybe a little less than okay. Joaquin Phoenix still holds this movie together, but I bought that one and then I realized I only own the first one on Blu-ray, which is fine. But I saw this for a decent deal. It's the 4K steelbook of the original. I love this film. It's more than definitely, most definitely in my top 10 of all time. Personally, I just remember seeing this in the theater in 2019 and being blown away. Watching Phoenix's performance, I can't put it into words. I know that there is probably better performances in that year. To me, there personally wasn't. I just think that he excels with what he was given and then some. And this movie means a ton to me personally. This was actually a Christmas gift. The only one on this list that are in the stack that was a Christmas gift. The holdovers. I saw it twice in December for Christmas time, and then I got it on Blu-ray for Christmas. Love it. This movie's fantastic in every way, shape, or form. Paul Giamatti gives the performance of his career, along with the two other leads, which I also think gave performances that were at least in the top of the year. And Dominic Sessa giving his first ever performance, literally, it's fantastic, and I can't wait to see more from him personally. Watch The Holdovers if you haven't. It's a 5-star movie. Okay, it's great. Walmart did this weird, at least my Walmart, did this weird like horror run in December and January. And so I had to pick up some and I did. The first one being Evil Dead 2. I love Evil Dead 2, one of my favorites of all time actually. I just love how crazy it is and that you can literally watch it in an hour and 24 minutes and move on with your day. It's fantastic. Bruce Campbell's fantastic. Sam Raimi's fantastic. Go watch Evil Dead 2. I don't even think you need to watch the first one, given the first like 3.5 minutes of this movie. I'm not trying to spoil it, just watch it. Another one of my favorites of all time that I've been looking to get on Blu-ray for a while now is Dazed and Confused. I've never understood why certain people don't like this movie. I think everything that it did and everything it wants to say was put out perfectly. I think it's a fantastic script, just me personally. And it's cool to see like Ben Affleck and Matthew McConaughey earlier in their careers giving performances that are memorable. Specifically, McConaughey probably giving his third most iconic performance in this and spawning his most popular line. All right, all right, all right. Coming from this movie, great movie. I've seen it like 5 times now. Just go watch it. Creed also still sealed, and also from FYE. It was $4. I owned the DVD and thought it was time to upgrade. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't really speak on it that much. But I remember it being good. So go watch Creed, I guess. More with the horror run that Walmart had. The Blair Witch Project. I haven't seen this one in a while. I saw it when I was younger, when I was just really getting into film. because the main reason I genuinely liked this film, I think it's a good film overall, but the biggest reason why I liked this film personally is because of how much of an inspiration it is. I mean, they made it on a nothing budget and it blew up, and I actually think it was well done. I mean, they knew what they were doing at the base level with the budget that they had, and I think from someone who's aspiring to be a filmmaker in the future, this is an inspiration. This is uh, sometimes what you shoot to do. Another FYE pickup, actually the cheapest one. It says $2, but I actually run up as $1. So that's a win in my book. Away We Go. It's a Shawn Mendes film, similar to Skyfall, actually. Funny enough, I think this is an underrated romance. I don't know why I keep moving the mic further and further away. I do apologize. I just think this is criminally underrated. I think it's a good romance with a couple of good performances that have gone unnoticed. Like I guarantee 90% of you probably haven't even heard of this film. Go watch it. It is literally it's worth a watch. It's not a long movie. Just give it a watch, okay? Cool. The last one from the horror run at Walmart, still sealed. Um, American Psycho. I didn't own this on physical media, period. So when I saw this for like $10, you knew I had to pick it up. One of my all-time favorites, once again. Christian Bale gives an unforgettable performance. I look back at this performance all the time and think that it should have got more attention at the time than it did. This is obviously a controversial film, but for me personally, it's great, it's wonderful, and I love it. Watch American Psycho before you die someday. It's just one of those movies you have to see. One of my favorite comedies, personally, 21 Jump Street. Owned the DVD, saw this for like $4 at FYE, decided to upgrade. That's a story with a lot of these. Um, this movie's funny. I haven't seen it in a little bit, couple years. Can't speak a whole lot on it because I don't remember it fully. I remember loving it when I first saw it. I've seen it like 3 times now, but I think it's okay. I think it's suitable and it's funny. So go watch 21 Jump Street. Our second to last one for today, the double feature of The Shining and Doctor Sleep. The funny thing is, The Shining, I say a lot of the time, is my favorite movie of all time. And I stick by that. I think The Shining is more than fantastic. It is one of those movies that you literally can't put into words like I'm struggling to do right now. And Doctor Sleep was always a solid sequel. And I only owned both of these movies only on DVD until I bought this. I do want to get The Shining on 4K, but this was actually a decent deal for this collection. So I can't go wrong with it. Both of these movies, The Shining in particular is fantastic, but Mike Flanagan knew what he was doing when he signed on to direct Doctor Sleep, and I think he excelled. So Doctor Sleep's worth a watch too. And then finally, you wonder what it is? Me too. I'm kidding. I know what it is. It's Toy Story 2 on Blu-ray. This is actually a different case. I have some extra cases. Weird like that. The case I got it was even worse. Didn't have a cover. Why did I buy it, you asked? It was at a Salvation Army for 99 cents. I don't have a bigger reason than that. Toy Story 2 is fantastic. Toy Story 3 is better. Toy Story 1's also personally better. But Toy Story 2 is fantastic. Go watch Toy Story 2. That wraps up the December and January haul for Blu-rays. I had quite a few, and my collection has grown this month alone. I'm running out of room on my shelf. AKA I have run out of room on my shelf, so I have to work on that. But I'm still gonna buy Blu-rays because it's an addiction. Blu-rays are a drug. Filmmaking's a drug. I'm obviously joking. But thank you guys all for watching this. I want to give a little update as far as the channel goes. Obviously, I uploaded the Brutalist video just a few days ago. and I'm changing the format of my videos a little bit. I thought my old reviews got a little a little stale here and there. So I'm just the biggest change is my grading system. I'm just going to do a star system. To me, that's easier than doing an A plus to F series of grading. I think a star rating gives more opportunities for films that might get mixed up in those middle letters. But I might give a 3 star. That is like an understandable, like, okay, it's good, but it's not like a 4 or 5 star movie. If you understand what I'm talking about, that was a bunch of gibberish that I had no end. Yeah, I do want to make a full Oscar video before the Oscars come out. I also want to do a what I watched this month video. I'm not trying to rip off other people that are very talented. I just have set this challenge for myself as far as movies this year. And so I've been watching a lot of movies this month, some short films, and I want to talk about them. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. They're nothing videos, they're nonsense videos that I just do for fun. But I appreciate you guys watching them. I'm going to record them either way, but I appreciate the love. I appreciate the just, what do you call it? You guys being present. All right, I'm going to get out of y'all's hair. Peace out. Like and subscribe.